If you're able to afford Porsche's latest roadster, the Boxster 718, then let me tell you, you really have to do it. And this car is a bit special. But is the Boxster the right choice when there are great sports cars on offer from other premium manufacturers? And what about those Porsche enthusiasts fretting because there's now a smaller, efficient 4-cylinder turbocharged engine in place of the previous Boxster's hallowed 3.4 litre flat 6 motor? The aficionados are worrying that the noise, response and the very character so essential to this car has been lost. So has it? And if so, does it matter? The Porsche Boxster has long been the enthusiast's choice of a small, open-top sports car thanks to its razor-sharp handling, quality engineering and that raunchy engine. In 2016, this 718 Boxster became the first mid-engined flat-four Porsche since that delightful little 914 from the 1970s. The Boxster has reigned unchallenged for 20 years, during which rivals from Audi, BMW and Mercedes-AMG have had time to up their game. So Porsche has responded with a fully updated and even more powerful roadster, with the hope of pulling ahead of the pack. This latest 2.5 litre turbocharged car gives 345 brake horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque and a 4.4 second 0 to 62 time. And Porsche has given its customers an impressive options list. There's a 2-tier Porsche active suspension management system called PASM. The basic PASM option lowers the car by 10mm, but the new sport chassis version lowers it by 20mm to further drop the car's centre of gravity. The Sport Chrono Kit brings with it a rotary switch on the steering wheel which allows you to choose between normal, sport, sport plus and some individual drive modes. And other options are ceramic brakes, Porsche torque vectoring, sports exhaust system, all aimed at making the 718 Boxster S the most focused version of the Boxster on offer. Well, that's for the time being at least. The styling and design is almost entirely new, with the only carryovers from the 2015 981 Boxster being restricted to the luggage compartment lids, windscreen and the electrically retractable fabric roof. It's noticeably different than its predecessor and is undoubtedly a thing of beauty. Just look at that wide, taut stance, perfectly resolved proportions, those tastefully detailed lights front and rear, and Porsche's latest signature boot lid treatment. Jump in and marvel at the essential rightness of everything, from the weighting of the pedals to the anatomy of the seat. Build quality is premium, perceived material quality is high, dials are clear and switchgear is logical. It's a delightful cabin to spend time in. As before, and thanks to the cleverly engineered mid-engine layout, there are boots or trunks to the rear, to the front, and they give more storage space than you might expect. The folding roof can be operated on the move. Okay, while some rivals favour a folding hardtop, that's literally a solid metal roof that folds away in the luggage compartment, Porsche's stuck with a fabric roof. It has the advantages of lowering and raising much faster, and of doing so while the vehicle is moving at speeds approaching 40 miles an hour. And unlike folding hardtops, the fabric roof does not eat into luggage space when stowed. It's a key tenet of this versatile sports car's enduring appeal, and there's virtually no significant wind noise while on the move either. Okay, so what's it like to drive? Well, this car is fast. I mean, really fast. Okay, at low revs the engine is a little bit lifeless, but then the turbo announces its arrival with a real ferocity at 2,800 RPM. Throttle response is super sharp and acceleration is hugely impressive. But times have moved on and fuel economy and emissions now affect sports cars. And so in losing that musical 6-cylinder engine, some of the emotion has been lost. The old flat 6 sounded rich and expensive, had a wonderful note and built to a crescendo as the revs rose. The new one sounds, well, like a Subaru to me, even reminds me of an old VW Beetle. It's something you get used to, but the offbeat engine note doesn't sit happily alongside the expensive cabin materials and the sophisticated design and layout. I think Porsche dealers are having their work cut out explaining this. That said, the 718 is a deeply impressive sports car with an expertly judged chassis balance, good pliancy over bumps and rock solid body control. The limited slip differential gives the car enormous traction away from the bends. But with so much more torque and power than before, you can manipulate the attitude of the rear axle using the throttle pedal more readily, particularly in damp conditions where you should be careful. This makes the car really engaging and rewarding to drive quickly. Okay, so what's the verdict? The thing is that despite my unpicking of some of the Boxster's appeal because of the latest engine, it is still the best car in its class to drive by a country mile. The extra power enhances a chassis that's even more brilliant than before. The 718 Boxster S is a seriously enjoyable driver's car, and it is streets ahead of its rivals and even throws down a decent challenge to considerably more expensive supercar in this aspect. It really is that special. Those Porsche enthusiasts may lament the loss of the 6-cylinder engine, but the Boxster remains a beautiful to behold, properly engineered, cracking sports car right at the top of the game. And those rivals? Well, I think this Porsche Boxster 718S is in a class all of its own.